Welcome back to Tarot by Cherie, my lights. How is everybody doing today? We're going to get started right away on today's reading, and I am going to pull a few cards out from this deck and see what messages we have today for my beautiful Aquariuses. And then we're going into this deck, and I'm going to see what other messages Spirit will have for you there. All right, first card up is regarding your abundance, Aquarius. I'm seeing a very promising business venture for those of you who have thought about starting a business or have just started one, just getting it off the ground. I'm seeing important documents or contracts being put together for some of you and an inflow of abundance. So whatever you're starting out with, as far as your business goes, Aquarius, I see success and a lot of abundance coming in. Okay, let's go to the next message. Okay, this is about having patience and listening to your intuition. This is, Aquarius, you have many faces, many personalities. And when I say that, I don't mean that you're not being you. I just mean there's many facets to who you are. You're such an interesting person for all of you. All right. And people absolutely pick up on your creativity. They're saying that there's a lot of things right now that you're thinking about. Your brain is kind of on overdrive. A lot of you are starting to go into thinking mode, and you're coming out of that period of time where, you know, just going through the motions and being bored. You're starting to come out of that whole third dimensional scenario now and using your creativity alongside of your intuition, which is making you a powerhouse. Okay, so listen to your intuition, Aquarius, and have the patience to do so. Take your time and consider carefully what you want before acting. Okay, and the next message is regarding your work and your contentment and your happiness with yourself. So a lot of you are in a state of gratefulness, having gratitude. And those of you who are in this state of gratitude, you're noticing that you're being put on a new path, so to speak. And this path is moving you toward your enlightenment. So there's a lot of awakening going on for many of you. Many of you are already awake. This is a message from Archangel Michael telling you that you are being, you know, you're working hard, and they're seeing what you're doing, and they feel joyful about you, and they're sending their love, and you are fully protected. And we're going to go into the next deck and see what other messages we have for Aquarius today. Okay. Give it a quick shuffle. All right. It would help to be right side up. First card is the Ace of Wands. Good job. Good job, Spirit. Ace of Wands. We could all use that. All right, so the Ace of Wands is about your growth, Aquarius. I'm seeing you all growing exponentially, moving, shaking things up. A lot of you are putting action into your lives now. You're just tired of the old stagnant way of things, just not moving, just being, you know, in the same place and gaining no ground. That's the feeling I'm getting, Aquarius, like nothing's changing. You're not gaining any ground. A lot of you have been just wishing and hoping for changes, but now I see that you're starting to get this burst of energy, let's call it, okay? Coming away from, you know, feeling bad for yourself or feeling sorry or feeling defensive about the past and all the things that, you know, happened to you in the past, things people did and said in the past. You're starting to move away from that and just let that go. All right, and that is where we're at right now, guys. We need to be moving into these new timelines and dimensions, and we can only do that by letting go of the past harms and hurts and, you know, whatever we have been carrying around with us that have not been, these things have not been helping us one bit, right? They're not serving our betterment in any way. Okay, also want to let you know that I do $20 readings. Anyone interested can click below the video and email me. And here I'm picking up on a masculine. You're doing all of what I just said. You're feeling a lot of energy these days. You're going full tilt into all the things that you have, projects, and you have things you want to get done. Okay. Some of you, I see somebody painting, okay, painting your house. So that needed to be done. And a lot of you are just going ahead and getting things done. That's what I'm getting. Okay. So this is kind of like new for a lot of you. A lot of you were kind of just living your life in stuckness. Okay. Like not being able to move forward. And I'm seeing that this is ending. This part of your life is ending, and you're you're transitioning into a new way of being. Just a new energy, a want to get her done energy, and being creative and bringing new things in, like businesses and, new jobs for some of you. All right, I'm picking up on a masculine here who has some kind of broken heart. All right, there's things going on that you don't understand. There's things going on that you don't know about. All right, and with that, you're trying to make this decision, which is very difficult for you because you need all the pieces to this puzzle before you can make this decision and have your victory. I do see you having a victory, however, but first you have to find out all of these pieces to the puzzle, all of the details that were going on in the background, because the things you thought were going on weren't going on, and the things you didn't think about were going on, if that's making sense. All right, I'm also seeing another masculine who's having some kind of arguments. It looks like you're not getting along with your family these days. And it's not that your energy isn't good. You have a fabulous energy. All right, yeah, it seems like you're on fire, and your family is seeing changes in you, and this is scaring them. That's what it is. They're seeing a different person, and it's like you're morphing into this beautiful butterfly, and you're gaining clarity on a lot of things. Like I was saying before, things from the past that you no longer want, that are no longer serving you. So you're making all these changes, and your family's standing back looking at you like, oh my goodness, what is happening here, right? So, but I am seeing the movement here. You're on the opposite side. This is you, and you are moving things around in your life that are going to bring in so much good, so much positivity. So, and you know it, you're feeling it. You're feeling extremely positive and very confident in everything that you're doing. Guys, are you feeling magical these days? And when I say that, I'm not trying to be funny. I'm saying, like, I feel like I'm becoming more powerful, as in and I don't mean to always pick on other people either, but I'm even more so staying by myself right now, because I just see things that people are doing that just seem crazy to me. And I talk about this. They're just all over the place and don't seem to be able to focus on anything. It's okay that people do things differently and don't do them the way I would do them, but the things that I'm talking about are totally nuts, okay? Especially like things like watching other people try to drive, watching other people try to resolve problems, issues, watching where they're coming from energetically. People that are chronic complainers, all, what it is the people aren't changing, I'm changing. And I think that a lot of you are as well, Aquarius. So if you feel like you're changing and you're just becoming almost more intelligent, like you're able to see these things in other people very clearly now. And you don't want to become a critical person, but you just can't. This is how I feel. I just can't help but see through everybody. It's like I'm seeing through them, and I'm not a part of how they learned, or I'm different. I don't know how to explain it, but if you are getting what I'm putting down, Aquarius, comment below the video and just say something, a few words that will describe what we're talking about here, okay? But I am seeing teamwork here, Aquarius. I'm seeing teamwork regarding money. I'm seeing a lot of success, and I'm seeing a lot of people are understanding that you get more, what is the saying? You get more with honey. I'm famous for saying these ridiculous sayings and saying them wrong. That's why they're ridiculous. When they come out of me, they're ridiculous. But you get more flies with honey, whatever the saying is, okay? So, but that's what you guys are realizing. I'm seeing like you're almost like using psychology on people that you're around. Like, and again, I feel like you've just blown up like 80-90% energetically. You've evolved over the past few months, the past year, into this unbelievable smart person who is just and people are picking up on that. All right, but I see there is something you're missing, so look carefully. I'm seeing that a lot of you are being very with this team of people you're working with at work, a lot of you are being very kind-hearted and overlooking certain people's I don't want to say their agendas, but whatever is going on with them, whether they're not going, you're in disagreement with the way that they're handling the project, or you think they're going the wrong way. You might be giving in a little bit to them because you don't want to rock the boat. And that's about your heart. Okay. You're a giver. You're wanting to be kind now and be loving. And you're finding that you're getting further with this new way that you're approaching people. Okay, so you're approaching people with kindness and love and not as harsh. And the reason that that's happening is because you're able to separate yourself emotionally. You're not letting them push your buttons anymore. You're not letting them, aggravate you, or you might get sucked in for a second or two because it's like a response that you're used to having, but then you catch it immediately and those emotions dissipate and just go away. So don't worry, Aquarius, if you're thinking you're starting to become this hardened person because your emotions, you can be like kind of numb in certain situations where before these same persons or situations would push your buttons and make you feel extremely upset and put you in a tizzy. Now these things are hardly affecting you at all because you have figured these people out. You know who they are, you know how they're operating, you see their heart. You know who the chronic complainers are. You know who is trying to put you down to make themselves feel better. You know who the people are that don't know how to lift people up and are going through their life in a, not so good way as far as, how they're treating others. Like, you're all in the mix here and you're on top of it. So this is why you are going to now achieve the most amazing success you've ever seen, because your mind is getting this utmost clarity. So I'm seeing like, it's almost like I just saw a clearing in the woods. You're able to see through, okay, all of these people and situations. Okay, it's like suddenly you know what's good for you and what's not good for you. All right, the endings and the stuckness that you've been going through for some of you for many years, Aquarius. Okay, and I'm talking to a feminine right now. I'm seeing an ancestor around you. I'm seeing someone around you who has passed, who is watching over you and has seen like a lot of things you've been doing. They've seen your mistakes, they've seen the good and the bad, but the message here is that you are fully protected and they are watching over you as you go through your lessons and teachings in life, which, at this point are really non-negotiable because you agreed to this when you reincarnated and came back. But your ancestors are watching over you. They're watching as these events unfold and making sure that you land softly so that you have a soft landing for the most part, okay? And don't forget, you have these ancestors that are around you in spirit every day, and you can ask them for help. They're not really allowed to intervene unless you asked. So, but I see a lot of you have spoken to them already. You have prayed to them. You have asked them for things. All right. Here I'm seeing a balancing out. Okay. So they're talking about overall your finances, Aquarius, are getting ready to balance out. Okay, something good is coming in, something good is going to happen. You're going to be hearing about this soon. This could be a multitude of things for a multitude of people. A lot of you are thinking the opposite now. You're thinking, you're waiting for the shoe to drop. You're thinking you're going to lose your job, you're going to get laid off, your company's going to shut down. You're seeing a lot of this, and this is becoming worrisome for a lot of you. But not to worry, because what is happening is you're watching the whole old world disintegrate. That's what needs to be done in order for us to restart and come into this new world with all these new things and new technologies and new ways of living, all right, which we're moving into with this fifth dimension. So the vibration that is coming in through the light and the energy that you're feeling, this intense energy is making you guys feel sick with headaches, with body aches, with pinpricks. You might be feeling some sort of way. You might be waking up vibrating, like your body is literally vibrating from this high vibing energy that is being released, and you are absorbing it, and you're meant to, okay, because it's raising your vibration and getting you ready to match up with the vibrations of the fifth dimensional living. Now I'm seeing a lot of things you're wanting getting ready to come in. All right, all the things that you've ever wanted are going to come in for you and bring in balance. I see juggling. A lot of you are still juggling things. You're still, thinking things are hard, and that, you're wishing that other things would come in, help. You're wishing for help. All right, so you feel like you're juggling your whole entire life and still wanting all the things here that you've wanted for a long time. And again, they're saying these things are getting ready to open doors for you. The doors, I just saw a bunch of doors just fly open. Okay, so doors opening, light coming in, flowing money all around you, and balancing out. So Aquarius, get ready for good things. Stay in a positive mindset so that you can pull these things in. All right, I'm seeing a lot of you may have, okay, so some of you are mismanaging your money, okay, and I'm seeing that this is, you're not understanding why you have no money. All right, because you've been used to living in a certain manner, and you just don't want to stop. You don't want to look at it. But for those of you who are struggling, take the time, take a break, and use your intuition and put thought into this. Look in your bank account and see what you're spending your money on. And then maybe if you want to, you can cut back or do whatever you have to do, because I'm seeing that you can have a lot more money than you currently have, and you're feeling stressed out about this. All right, so I remember at one point I opened up my checkbook and I went through everything, and I decided I actually cut out hundreds of dollars a month by doing this. Okay, I had the bundle with the TV and the phone and the internet, and I changed that up. I kept the internet. I got, wherever you live, I'm sure they have something. Here in the US, we have the Fire Stick. That's like nothing. It's like a few dollars a month. And with that, I get Prime. So I can order anything I want from Amazon, and the shipping is free. And I do order a lot, so it pays for me. And then I got a cheap, mobile phone service that works off of, you may not realize this, guys, but some of the cheaper mobile phone services use the more expensive, what do they call them? Where the energy for your phone comes from, the poles, whatever, they use theirs. So it's like the same, you're getting the same service as the more expensive one for half the price. Okay, so this alone had saved me hundreds of dollars. I'm going to give you a quick tip at the end of this reading. Also, if you want to save on your electric bill, it's tried and true. I've tried it and it absolutely works. Okay, let's continue. All right, so I'm seeing sadness. Some of you are still holding on to something, and it's something dear to you. It's something very meaningful, and it's been keeping you feeling stuck. As much as you try not to think about this, it keeps coming back. There's memories here, and this is actually the sadness and all is holding you back from many things that you could be doing right now and receiving. Okay, so guys, it's all about energy. Okay, we are energy. So once you get this and you understand it and believe it to be true, and it's factual, you can look it up. All right, once you understand that your energy and your words are energy, the words coming out of your mouth are energy. So if you're constantly saying limiting things, even to yourself, like I can't, I won't, that's never going to happen, this, that, and the other thing, that's what you're going to bring in. The universe is going to come in and match that vibration. All right, that is manifestation. All right, so I'm seeing that you need to put yourself on a pedestal and just get in the habit of saying nothing but positivity, positive words, and that stems, it becomes habit forming when you stay in a state of gratefulness. All right, let's continue. I'm seeing a masculine here. You're going to be hearing about something any day now. Any day. This is coming in super fast. This is regarding something you've wanted, and it's big. It's really big. It's going to put you on a new path. It's going to move you in a whole different direction than what you're used to. And you're going to feel a little, I don't want to say fearful. It's going to be a little bit intimidating because it's something totally different than what you're used to. But you're going to push past this fear and you're going to dive in. And wow, what I'm seeing in your future is nothing short of amazing. All right. So you're moving into these new timelines. You're moving into these new situations, Aquarius. It's all about your energy. Okay. You are these beautiful light beings filled with energy, and your positivity and everything that's coming, flowing out of you now, including out of your lips, your mouth, is going to bring you to new heights that are absolutely unimaginable. Okay, I'm going to end the reading here. Guys, if you value the readings, you love to come to Tarot by Cherie, and I love you back, please take the time to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, and share the video out to anyone who you think might need a pick-me-up, or the information that was given today. And you guys have a beautiful rest of your day.